Okay, hello testing. Hello testing. I think with a cursed background. Hello. How are we doing? Hopefully everything is all good. Hope everybody's had a good start to their week. Monday is over. All of the good things. Where was I going with that? All of the good things hath ended, question mark? Yeah, apparently that's where my head was going. But no, the hardest day of the week is gone. That's all that matters. We got a bean redemption already, KY, thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Alright. It's bean time. And a moat for Vova 3. Fuck you know, it's gonna be one of those streams, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those streams. Words hard. For context, I was speaking to Jess before stream a little bit. And Ali, and I went for a run for the first time for ages today. I think it's fried my brain a little bit. I think I've legit just like exhausted myself. It's like, if it was good, but my god, it's like, it's drained me a little bit. Okay, I vote for Mother 3, thank you so much, KY. Let me put that on. Perfect. So Mother 3 is now guaranteed 3rd place. You said a run? Yeah, I sort of broke the habit a little bit ago, but I tried to go running a couple of times a week for a long time. But yeah, I went for the first time again today. It's yeah, it's one of those things as well where like the first time you do it again after a while, it kind of kills you a bit, but in a good way, it kind of kills you. as morbid as it sounds. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into disco, and thank you for the vote, KY. Oh, the bean. Right. Alright, it's bean time. What we having? What bean we having? Alright, I'm not looking. I hate the fact that both of the vomit beans are still in here and we're losing beans very quickly. Oh god, no. It's not a vomit bean, is it? I think it might be earthworm. No, that's sausage. Oh, okay, so they got the seasoning kind of in it. It makes it taste a bit like a sausage. It's not great. Like, I wouldn't want to bite into a bean and taste meat, I don't think. That's kind of cursed. But on the flip side of that, not the worst thing we've had. I really do think that rotten egg has like, I don't know, it's done things. Yeah, let's rock this for a bit, why not? Okay, I can't remember where we were at regarding... what we were up to, so let's have a look. Ali, hello, hope you're doing well. We just get a skill point, or am I making that up? We do have a skill point. I don't know what I want to go with them. We could try and put something into this, maybe, but I feel like we haven't really had much of a use for it yet. I feel like conceptualization's an important one. I check the map quickly. Also, we should go buy maps when we have a moment as well. So rhetoric. There's a lot of tasks. You know what, let's go buy a map. I feel like, no, now so somebody mentioned this last time. If I get a map, it shows me on the map where certain things need to be done, like checks and whatever. That's really good for me to know. It's having that as a base compass to work with. That helps me a lot.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
I didn't try to shoot her, I just aimed at her.
What? Bitch! You fucking making excuses for yourself now?
I think we've all moved past that now, Kuno. Maybe we should just apologize. We got carried away.
Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife.
Oh, okay.
Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah, I've been in your room.
Oh shit.
But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
Okay, let's...
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
Kuno is a merciful king, kind to his wayward subjects.
Fuck's sake. Why is this...
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I love that we've basically played into the thought now that Kuno just owns our soul. That's just a thing. Very cool. So while we're having a little bit of a run around, I can do some little bit of maintenance regarding I guess like what we want to be doing with our skill point in general. I'm thinking... Sorry, by maintenance I mean just having a general think about where I think that would fit best. I honestly think conceptualization's up there, but I actually think I might need a map, not gonna lie. But we also need money. I'm a little bit stuck. Moonlit, welcome in, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I see anything in here? Still gotta find that person's husband as well. It's Hanoon, that's right. Howdy, partner. Just Kill, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh boy, more disco, hell yeah. One thing I will say, disco might only be a once, at least while we're playing Resident Evil 4, which is coming up. Be warned that disco and cyberpunk might be put on the back burner a little bit. I think I did say this, but we're going to be playing each of them once a week to allow for RE4 to have like the center stage, because I kind of want to play that as our main spoop game. But I will be playing these still throughout October as well. October, I can't speak. I wonder if Joyce has... I guess we can check notebook. At the moment I'm just trying to get a vibe for what I want to be doing today. The victim's tattoos, ask around the tattoos' possible meaning. Where's the rest of the armor? Can we get that from Kuno? I can't remember if we tried that already or not. The cowboy hat really fits him, not gonna lie. I think so too. You know, if we lost the gloves, hang on, let's change gloves. Let's draw. It's high noon somewhere in the world. Now you know what, I kinda like the engineer gloves, bring them back. Where's your gun, partner? So we found a gun last time, but it wasn't ours. We could try and just pester... Okay, so the one thing that we do need to do is we need to go back to the room at... Should be done by Wednesday morning. Okay, so we got 1 day left on that. Smoker on the balcony. Visit the apartment after 9 in the evening to see what happens. Okay, so we have that as well. Cowboy ain't using the rifle. Nope, not this time. Not this time. It's a fabrication. We made it up.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved a gun like a clown. Next time you point that shit at me, you better take the shot.
She continues to be here. All due to you being a coward and not shooting her. The contempt is thick enough to cut through with a knife.
Fair. I'm sad that we weren't able to shoot that down last time. That was kind of annoying. She does make Kuno look tame. I actually think she's the negative influence on Kuno. I feel like Kuno can be reasoned. He can be reasoned with, you know? But the Kuno S, nah. None of it. Alright. I feel like we have to get a room tonight, that's the thing. So I'm gonna see how much maps are. We might have to go beg to Everart for money. Maybe. But I don't really want to have to do that. We didn't take him up on it last time. Is there actually disco in this game? I don't know, maybe later on.
Maps have been attached to a bulletin board. The maps look old and faded. You're up the north coast of Avert. To the east, Huron. It's so... No. This is somewhere...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Alright, we'll just buy the map. It's only 90 cents.
Always good
Fun.
to be informed of your surroundings.
Alright, so we have a map now. Thank God. Oh, we also have this. Let's interact with that in a second as well. That's true. There is a disco ball. Yeah. That is true. Interact.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty disco right now, if you ignore the gardening gloves.
It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Right, put the photo away, and then the map of Martinez.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Right, trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Perfect. Alright, so we have a map now. 10 streams in. My journal, then go to map. Hey, alright. Oh, okay, this is perfect, okay. Okay, so that one's impossible. Formidable, challenging, medium. Is a legendary meaning that's a good thing? Like we have a good chance of doing that? Or not? Empathy, Kuno, legendary. Just to clarify, I am asking chat, does legendary mean I have a good chance of actually succeeding? Or like a slim chance of succeeding? Legendary is hard, okay, sure. So it would say like easy if I could do it. Not impossible, just very hard, I see, okay. Is there anything that's like easy? Let's see. Okay. So we have a few that we can go try. Oh, is that happening now? Okay, let's try and steal something from the dock worker. If he's back, we're just gonna do that. Basically, it's so hard that if you pull it off, you're a legend. I see, got you. That makes sense. Just to check difficulty? Sure, okay. Oh, okay, so it's just the tier of the check itself, like a bog standard value without taking my skills into... Yeah, okay, sure. I'm with you. Alright, did it say this guy was back? It doesn't look like he's back. Do we have any more info about your husband? Because we didn't find him today.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
Oh yeah, that might be the husband actually, I didn't even think about that. The water lock on the canal is broken, so your husband is probably just stuck on the other side of the coast.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
It looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Are we gonna dob in the race car driver here? We might as well.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Yeah, we'll find them, that's fine. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. We're off. Sorry, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Alright, that's it for now. Alright, so we're gonna go with that as our headcanon for our cryptozoologist reasoning thing. I'm salty about how Disco killed Prog Rock, but I think Disco is kind of cool. I don't know, I like both, they're both pretty good. Disco's Disco Funky Baby. Exactly like that.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight? I'm not quite there. Okay, is there a way to see when... A sleeping dock worker, that's probably going to be closer to the evening, unless the dock worker is among... these guys.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Alright, what else can we try? Cafeteria window.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass.
Alright, so that's that one. Was it a white check? I didn't actually see.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window.
Oh, it's a white check.
The
Sure,
hawthorn
sure.
branches scrape the glass to
Fuck it.
nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of a...
I'm gonna get better at like actually double checking what kind of check we're looking at. Alright, trash containers, legendary. That one I hope will come back. Warded door. Map wall. Is that stealing the map? That is stealing the map. Okay, and we don't have anything else free right now. Okay. Alright. The sneaky skill. Alright. Okay, I'm actually going to use this as a chance to see conceptualization. Honestly, physical instrument seems to be a big one. Like, so many of these actually are needed, kinda. Like, it comes up a lot down here. I'm sure you could probably say that about a lot of them, but I feel like that's the one stat that we're not doing great in right now in general. And we don't have a lot of, like... our character isn't built to deal with it. Our character's not really that kind of character. Like, if I go here, we've only got 2. So I feel like, I think we should put something into physical instrument. I feel it just makes sense, doesn't it? I feel like that's just a big old logical thing to go for him. You agree? Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. Alright. We do also have alcohol, and that does help with these things, but part of me is also scared to partake. Okay, look. Oh. Not gonna lie, the map thing seems really annoying. It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Is it intent on me going with where I've clicked? Is that a thing? It's like, it'll do that. Like, it'll bounce back to whatever I'm... over and over. Sands of time, hell yeah. Thank you for the vote, Jessica, I appreciate you. The scrolling is annoying. You're gonna have to scroll the mouse wheel, okay. So it's a known thing. Alright, should we just go back into the cursed bookshop? Because it looks like most of these are like... it checks that we actually need there. Right, we're gonna go get cursed, everyone. Cursed by poor financial decisions. The fridge, the barbell, the furnace, that's it, yeah. Have fun getting cursed. I will, don't you worry. Right, here we go. Curse number 1.
The barbell waits patiently.
Okay, you know what? Let's change gear as well. That's not something I've been doing much of. I need to do it more. Let's change gear to stuff that gives me additional... I guess stat increases in general. So that would... yeah. I have a question. So this is for physical instrument, but do the other red stats add to the roll as well, or in any way, or is that just... are they just purely for like the one set thing it says it does? So Shivers, for example, wouldn't contribute to a physical instrument roll. Just a stat. Perfect. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's do it. Is anything losing me physical instrument by doing this? Do I have any disadvantages? No. Okay. Right, here we go. Here we go.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Oh god, okay. Our odds are better, but not
The
much
barbell
better.
waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Alright, here we go. Cue the punch-out training music. Yeah, maybe not.
You managed
Maybe
to
not.
hoist it off the ground. See? See? This place is cursed.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean.
Alright, well that went well. Yeah, I was about to say we definitely need healing items as well. But we're not going to have enough to actually get a room for the night is the problem now, I think. We're gonna have to sleep out in the cold. We'll figure something out. You know what? I like the optimism. Let's go with that. We'll figure something out. Hell yeah. What time is it? I keep forgetting you can't see the time. It is 5:12 at the moment. 5:12. Plenty of time.
Is this about the questions again?
Oh, I
'Cause
had to get it from the cabinet, don't I?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste okay, here. I hope.
Alright, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have 2 as backup. I think that's smart. And what's the money status? We're currently at 1346. So we just gotta find 7 real in, what, like 4 or 5 hours? That's fine, we found a bunch in the haunted place, right? We'll be okay. We'll be fine, we'll figure it out. Let's chump change for a hustler, that's true. That is true. We gotta get hustling. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, that's right, it's this way. Oh, I have to equip the thing, don't I? Hang on. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. Did I not go over there? Oh, wow, did I ignore an entire bit of the room? I did. I ignored an entire bit of the room. Money? It sells for 50. Oh, but it's the memory that we needed actually. No, we can't. We shouldn't sell that just yet.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Oh, okay. Jess, hello. Hope you're doing well. But the question is, which do they start with and which do they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination. And yet they still failed. How sad. Let's go with that one first.
That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
That it can be. Alright. So there was a PC over here, like a machine over here, that we could do stuff with, right?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Cut like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into
Just wanted
place.
to see what would
On
happen.
the keyboard, the play key
Alright,
starts blinking.
play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Uh-huh. Interesting, okay. Fortress, accident is a reference to the old name of the company that made this game. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. So it's not the literal name, but it's like a nod to the old name. Okay. Password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Can we try a password?
Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
See. What kind of build are you going for? You doing for this? So we're going to be trying out, we're not really doing much of a strength build, but we're going a lot more with intellect, and I guess like, I mean, we can have a look here. It's a lot more like psyche and intellect build more than anything. We have a lot of things put into intellect, we have a few additional things put into psyche. This is sort of like general perception and reaction speed stuff, but physique's the thing that we're definitely weak with in general. So, hence why we've got a bunch of checks coming up that aren't so great at the moment. It's just not going our way because we're just not very proficient in strength, so yeah.
One moment.
That and the dice haven't been in our favour.
Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
She just ignores me, well. What are you? A machine? Or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Even my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian station.
I see. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
What made you go for drama? It sounded very... At the time, I wasn't sure what kind of Harry I wanted to be playing. I think in the back of my mind, I was like, I like the idea of being a very eccentric police officer. Because I think it says that you go full on, like... you become like a... What's it called? Was it a philanthropist? Is that what you turn into? Thespian, not philanthropist. Turn into like a full-on thespian, and like you get really like committed to like your role and everything. And I kind of like the idea that we're acting, pretending to be a cop, even though we're not. I think as time went on, though, I kind of like the idea of just playing it. I don't know how I'm playing it currently. I guess it's evolved as the game's evolved a bit, but I'm definitely still trying to play into it occasionally. Like I was saying before, whenever I get an intrusive like thought, like the necktie comes into play, as long as it's not killing someone, I'm just gonna roll with it, I think.
Lonely, sitting there all by herself.
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are... Nothing
Press
happens. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smouldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in a black marker, the production schedule.
Let's try the password again.
Please repeat. Good. Please repeat.
Oh no, I don't have it.
Don't worry.
Fortress, thank you.
Tiles on the...
Alright, we'll leave it there for now. Maybe I should take it out, actually. Would that be wise?
Tiles on the cube are... The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Let's take it out for now. I wonder if there's anything we can get from these.
This old fireplace is... The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Your flashlights, some of the writing has faded.
Right. I mean, the fact this sells for like 50, part of me is just like, you know what? Time to bin it off. We're gonna just make some rail at this point. Hang on. Right.
The beer's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melts.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. At least it's...
The fridge sits... Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen.
Uh-oh.
Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood.
Uh-oh.
Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Okay. Interesting. Is it one of the strongest thoughts in the game? I was gonna say, it looked like it was pretty... It sounded worse, but as I was like looking at the stat increase, it's like, oh okay, that's actually kind of good.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace,
Alright, okay.
coloring
Let's find out if I'm cursed. Here we go. We have
a
an
thick layer of
83%
coal
chance.
dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Alright.
Something
There, thank God.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Oh no. The entity's back, everyone take cover. I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Okay. Were we expecting that? I don't know if we were expecting that or not. Okay. What else did we have to do check-wise? Was there something in here that we could do? Or are we like done for here? We got the gun out last time, right?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark.
Can't believe the entity came back for us, guys. It remembered us. And all the sinning we did before.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Turning the crank. It's all gone now. You slip your... No. If you want...
Equip the pry bar by
Oh
going
yeah, I
to
forgot.
the tools tab.
I forgot with the pry bar thing. Yep, yeah. I remember. I definitely remember. Alright, okay. Alright.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand crank.
Oh, that's right, we destroyed the pry bar. Shit. I forgot we need to get a better pry bar now. We Gordon Freeman this pry bar to the extent where it's not Gordon Freeman enough anymore. It's very sad. Sure. Guess it'd go up to the second floor. Does it mean of up here? Search for the entity. Alright, let's try going back in here, I guess.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's go with that. Oh yeah, sorry, Minute. Yeah, we don't have a exclamation mark Q.
I knew it.
Maybe we should make
Oh,
one.
such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
I have a question. What do you think Game of the Year is going to be? I think I might ask this before, but let's do another round of it. Why not? Oh, question of the day. Do you remember the last dream you had? The last cognitive dream I remember having is I was on an episode of Taskmaster, and my task was to fill up a bathtub with something. Was it like snow? It might have been snow. And I had to do it as quickly as possible, but the snow kept melting. And then I had to like call somebody to help me like get a bathtub somewhere to make sure the snow didn't melt. It was a really weird dream. It's a good dream, a weird dream. My dreams are always really weird as well. I don't really have normal dreams. I don't know what that says about me. Very weird and random, yeah. Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3, probably. I agree with that. I'm looking forward to eventually getting around to Baldur's Gate 3, but I think I'm gonna put my money on that getting Game of the Year. I had a few more questions.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the wards in the back of the door? Are these simonees as well?
Yes, the simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Alright, never mind, I had another question. Alright, we'll have a little wonder. Your game of the year is your game of the year is Starfield. Had a lot of fun on it. I've heard like good things from the people that have been playing it. I just haven't. I think I'm just not in the. I was talking to Laura about this earlier today. I don't think I've been in like. I don't think I've been in like all of the correct circles to be hearing much about the game. Not in a negative way. I just don't think I've heard much about Starfield since it came out. But I hope it. I'm glad that everyone that has been playing it has been having a good time with it.
A matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
You're never really a sci-fi guy. I'm kind of the same unless the sci-fi is really stupid and goofy. That's like the big thing for me. Me neither, but Starfield changed that. I think if you like Bethesda, I think that it's probably got the formula down that you love, though. And that's probably enough to root you in, right? I completely understand and see that, and I get the appeal. I think the one thing I'd love is The Outer Worlds, which is one of the games on the wheel. But that game looks like a really goofy sci-fi game that's like Bethesda-esque. Like it's Oblivion that works on it, right? But yeah, that's another one. The Outer World seems like a good time. Might give it a shot. Honestly, I've heard good things in the places I have heard things. So yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if it's like a good time.
East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the.
Was it number 2? They said.
You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. You hear the same. All you hear is static. You ring the. You wait. Looks like someone has melted half. Silence. Silence. Nothing happens. Silence. This button looks.
This button.
Okay. Try going back in here. Gotta be something in here then, right? We just climb up the chimney. We're gonna anti-Santa it. Let's go. Hang on.
A thick layer.
Looking for a way to go upstairs. Yeah. Yeah. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something really blatantly obvious. Why not go up the stairs? Wait, there weren't stairs though, were there? What, to go up another floor? Oh, I'm blind. I just... Wow, I don't think I actually knew these existed. This is like a whole new area to me. A whole new world. Is that a can of beans, bro? Let's go. Oh, it's not. It's a postcard. Shit. Then up the stairs some more. Kappa. It's fine. I want to do some exploring though. There's more to this area than I thought there was. I think I must have been trying to get through it quickly last time. I mean, this is technically a Halloween episode of Disco, right? We're in the spooky mansion. Like Luigi's mansion, but if... I don't know. If Luigi was like an alcoholic. And I guess that would mean Kim ends up being a toad. Because there's usually a toad that gets dragged along with Luigi, right? That's the thing. Oh wow, okay, this is like the D&D dice chamber. Huh. That's true, yeah, that is true. We did want to try and do the autopsy. I'm gonna blame that for part of the reasoning for us not having a look-see. But yeah, it is what it is. I will occasionally miss things. It's...
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this
Stay back.
masquerade for now.
Sure, let's go along with it.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by... is it Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
Nice.
But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Uh-huh. Must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need.
Mine's,
That's why we're here, yes?
mine's 5e. But it's a unique version of 5e. It uses my own specialized dice.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
The cursed dice,
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games, and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Oh, sorry, Moonlit. You're gonna go now. You'll never sleep. Good night, Dave. Good night, Just Kill. Perfect. Alright, thank you, Moonlit. I hope you have a great night. Take it easy. Hope you sleep well. And yeah, have a good one. I'll hopefully see you around. So, yeah, see you soon.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
I guess that's true.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay. Maybe we won't order anything right now. What do you think about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Inland
Then
Empire.
the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
Is that the entity has the softest voice? I know, right?
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sundays?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Fair enough. I see, thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Hey.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people called this the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Yeah, she was convincing us there were a lot of malicious energy here.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yeah, Plaisance.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Huh. Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. That is fact. That is fact. If it's a detached place, can't even go there.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Maybe. It's because you're competent and dedicated. to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you.
What, so the
Sure,
curse
let's go with
only
that.
affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism.
I guess that's true.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Thank you, Inland Empire. Very cool. I think it might be you that's causing this.
So I'm the Grand Dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
I yelled to summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area, and you were the one who answered.
Oh my, I've revealed myself. You better call the exorcists.
I don't have to call anyone, I'm a ghost whisperer myself. Fuck it, we're
Of
just gonna play into
course.
this.
How convenient. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She has been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
Do we know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Oh god, okay. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. A community-centric boxing club. Yeah, let's give him a boxing club. Fuck it, why not?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. Yeah, let's go with it.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Aw. How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
God, okay.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Yikes, okay. Ugh.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask about that.
Yeah, don't.
Someone here makes stuffed animals. I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Fair.
Anything else?
Is that it? Nothing more? Fair. I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't know insects had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I mean, this isn't Dave Cannon, but I feel like we're going to play into being chums with insects. We're going to be like, I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. Play into
Really?
it.
Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What did these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Wow.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Of course. What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Yeah.
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
I don't know. Out of goodwill.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Oh.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritte does the same thing.
I know a girl just like that. She works at Fritte as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
Oh god. Didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was
The
terrifying.
fucking bear.
No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To
Yeah.
make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Wow.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast? I assume just a big bear.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Okay.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Nice, okay. Sure. Even the people that could stomach the bear couldn't stomach the ice cream. Yeah, that sounds like it's the case. Damn. That really was a doomed business practice.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck.
Oh no, don't do it.
Strangely excited.
No.
But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Not now, you beast. I'm gonna do it. Grab the necktie. Not now, you beast.
What?
Nothing.
Right. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Well,
Anything else?
that was eventful.
Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling in regs. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project.
Sure.
That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I think we established that, didn't we? Oh yeah, East Delta Pinball, let's go. I saw the name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
Noted, noted. The curse of poor financial decisions. If Kim was in charge, Kim would have this place sorted out, I'm just saying. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her, and I would have recognized her voice. Yeah, that's fair. We did call her beforehand.
Oh, right. But did this person say anything?
Oh, that's right. We did make a call, didn't we?
Tricentennial Electrics?
Yeah.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
It really was.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
No, it was something else, something eerie. It was kind of eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
Fair, I suppose it's true.
The kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
A few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Any more questions
I'm
about the intercom?
pretty sure it still doesn't work. Sure, I'm listening.
She had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
It was 10 for die, wasn't it? I can't really afford it right now. Is that a white check? Shit. Well,
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
not gonna lie, we nearly got there. Close to a nat 12, I know, we nearly had it. We nearly had it. Leave it at
She
that.
has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief.
One day, yeah, one day we'll get it. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed we'll be able to get it one day. We might buy some dice in a bit, but we're not going to do it right now. Is there more up here? Nothing up here at all. Alright. It's all RNG anyway, yeah, very true. Very true. Based on what we just did then, is there any other, like, password information we just got from that? I doubt it.
Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The speaker.
Good. Please repeat. Good. Please repeat the password.
I'm afraid we are...
Now receive
Don't worry.
fortress. Thank
Alright.
you.
Tiles on the cube. The filament
Right.
is like...
Nothing for now. Fine. Alright, well we can leave here now. Oh shit, we need to get a move on. We need to get there for... It was 9, wasn't it? Oh no, we got time. It's like 6:30. They said it was like 9:15 or 9:30 that we had to be at the apartment building. We also need to find, like, what was that? 6 Royale and 54, whatever the small currency is. How do we leave? How did I get here? The end.
The barbell
Round 2.
waits patient.
No. Alright, is there anything else that we can... No, we need to get a better pry bar to do the other thing that's in here. Let's have a look. Sleeping dock worker, physical instrument. Is that the whirling in rags? Yeah. It might be back now then, maybe, if we're lucky. Big, Right, they're not back yet. Can we speak to these lads quickly?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright. Fine. Have we talked to the lady yet? I keep seeing a lady smoking. I feel like we just haven't been able to talk to her since.
The door is this door. Still, the lieutenant gives. He doesn't like with. Still, the lieutenant. He doesn't. 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 Still, the lieutenant. He doesn't like with this.
Escape brute force doesn't always work. Just it's good to know. It's good to know. The little He doesn't still the lieutenant. He doesn't still the lieutenant. He doesn't still the lieutenant. He doesn't. Are there anything we can do in here yet?
The fan stands still.
You gave up right before she was gonna answer. Ah, shit. Well, that's my mistake, isn't it? Silly me. Okay, there's a door here. How do we... I just bonk it open? Alright. Most gamblers give up right before they hit it big. That's exactly it. That's the mentality, right? 100%. Just a few more rounds. I'll get it eventually, right? It'll be my time soon. Copium. This time for sure. Alright. Backyard wall. What was the backyard wall one? Is there anything else in here?
The trash container. The smell of rotten food
I
rises.
assume not. I think we're done, right?
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Yeah. I assume we're done.
You see, a box falls into the container. Sounds a muffled gong.
Yeah. We could go up and see Everett. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Ellie. Take my money, Ellie. Please take my money. Be indebted to me, Harry. Over this way. Kim, please, can I thank you? Oh, Royale? Oh my god. 90, we're rich. The pros have coming up onto the roof. We literally just came this way. Dave, we need to have words. We go up this way though. Oh, the pathfinding's really dodgy. I've got to say, there are times where the pathfinding is very dodge. Can we not get down from there? Oh shit. Do we have to jump again? Oh god. We have to jump again, maybe. Oh no. Or can I just, like, go over here? Oh, can I not go round from up here anymore? That's annoying. Alright. Nothing else about Kuno we can find out while we're here. No? Right. Right, it's getting dark. I'm just gonna periodically keep checking. Can we go in here yet? No. Yes, I am frequently checking if I can mug a man.
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
I'm just like double checking everything now. I was gonna ask about postcards actually. Can I just sell these? Or is it good to collect them? Don't actually know.
A lorry stuck in the trap. The windows are clear. They've been recently...
Anything over here? Alright, we're gonna go up and see our old pal Meniana. How you doing?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Oh, that's true, we do have stuff we can go talk to Everard about, don't we? I forgot we did the Weasel raid. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
There we go.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
That Weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Good talking, gotta run. Alright, let's go talk to Everard quickly. Hopefully he's still working. Let's not deal with this prick. Ugh, what a prick. Is there anything in here that I failed before?
The file cabinet stands steady. Hundreds, and the same you already went through. Remember, Leo, Everard's sheet. All items of the drawer. Slide.
Alright, let's go. How we doing? Yeah, I got time. I'm just making sure that we'll make it to the apartment complex at 9. That being said, we might not even get to that today. We'll have to wait and see.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. The words Marsh and Arep. Crane does not return to its original position. No screech of metal.
Alright. What about now?
You're back before the cargo container.
Let's go.
Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Alright.
No reply.
Alright, here we go. Are we ready? Actually, wait, hang on. Do anything that increases rhetoric. Nope, okay. Alright.
You're back before the cargo container. It's and as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Nope. Impossible. Couldn't be me. I just realized we're still wearing the the other shirt as well. Yeah, let's get logic back. Wanna look dapper. Like a dapper lad. Right, quick save. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Leo, words hard.
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Aw. I like him, he's a good lad. Right, here we go. Time to deal with Mr. Slimeball. Hello, Harry. Harry, hello.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
It's a living god. Maybe we should play into it a bit.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
I'm told the union is involved with the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy.
No,
honestly.
I'm not.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant.
You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Leave me alone. Hello, Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I've opened the door you asked me to. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry.
We got
One
70
question.
XP for that.
You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique, you make a great sergeant. Should I tickle his ego a little bit? Just so when we do eventually have to get at him, he sort of is a bit distraught. I don't know. Maybe we say the middle one. It shows we got some authority.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
It's more like a jab. And then he goes straight. Maybe I'm reading that wrong, yeah.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear about... hear what you know about
By
it.
now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Wild Pines group, they tried to shut down the strike by sending in armed mercenaries, so... Does that mean... Oh, okay. Huh. They were wearing workman boots. That is true, they did send a negotiator as well. And he refused to talk to said negotiator. My theory on the kill, I feel like Everard has to be pulling something from this for him to get some kind of gain. I think he's manipulating someone else to do his dirty work, though. I don't think it's going to be him directly. But he can't be innocent in this. It really is, yeah. The one thing I'll be amazed by if this game ends up swinging this, if Everard ends up being the good guy, I'm gonna be fucking amazed if the game pulls that card. I don't think he is, but who knows? Oh, for sure, especially in like a setting like this, right? A wealthy man with a lot of willing to give in a society like this one in Revachol. Yeah, that's I think that only breathes trouble, doesn't it?
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant? The guy would never admit it, but the guy's been transported inside a cargo container office. Yeah, of course he's wealthy. Just gets dropped wherever he wants to. Where we drop in today, Mr. Everett? I feel like we should hear him out. I don't think we should be playing too silly into this.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
It's actually very fun, for fuck's
But
sake.
enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
The killers, let's go. There's 4 of them,
One
okay.
of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their
Maybe
own
not.
negotiator
I don't want to follow up. Let's go with that
That's your
statement.
boy,
Ignore I
the
said
one who
that.
likes hanging out and trees.
I was trying to do a Killers Band reference, and I realised in this context that doesn't really flow very well. So I'm gonna
By
revoke that.
Negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realise is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighbourhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
The whole neighbourhood is in on it.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labour, but peacekeeping in the neighbourhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
Okay.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway,
maybe we can exploit that, I don't know. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
He really is, actually.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Yeah. The weird lad. You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist
7,
democratic movement. Core members.
7.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Theo's the new Hardy, the 8th Hardy boy, maybe?
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Right, I met the Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Harry. Hello, Harry. Every time he says Harry, I want to do it just to impersonate him.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Alright.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Shit, it would cover us for rent today, though. I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Good talk. Let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. Let's play into it for now. We don't have to go with it, but we can definitely try and like.
Just between us, I don't care for those lefty dinks either. It's all about power, and here's how we're gonna get it. I need you to be my kingsman, Harry.
Oh God.
Kingsman? Yes. Please, let's be that.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac
Okay,
there.
we can't get there
a little
yet.
village, they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
What happened to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martin A's is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martin A's, not just the harbour.
He means it.
Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a real kingsman and a patriot.
Alright, we've got some other things we can say at least. Could you help me get the dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Should we tell him about the worker boots? Yeah, the belt thing. You're a community leader, help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles,
Oh
ethnic
god,
looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
it's Measurehead. Oh no. Measurehead's a bit of a dick. I feel like that's all I can say about him every time he's mentioned. Fucking Measurehead is a bit of a dick. Just a bit. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again? Turns out the strikers were being served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
Harry. I just love the minute. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa. That's so nice of him. Suspicious.
Very suspicious, yeah. I feel like we should start to say a lot of this. Told Joyce that I met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Garmont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made confessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
I'm not reading that out.
Harry! I have little people in my organization.
There.
I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
What the fuck is this conversation? Right. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
I feel like that's yanking at our chain. Maybe we should play into it though. Funny, Joyce didn't mention a casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Okay.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy.
Okay.
Just remember, none of this is secret.
Okay.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Let's go over it
Most
again.
certainly,
Okay, no,
Harry.
we've got
By
everything.
all means, Harry. What's on your mind? See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Alright, we got a bunch from that actually.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruder.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Uh-oh. Okay, stomach. I've made up my mind about fascism.
You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna be... Yeah, we're not doing that.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged
I'm not doing it.
liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Okay. Scary stuff. We have 2 skill points. I feel like we leveled up twice, but I don't think we did. I think we got close though. Get 2 signatures of Everard, get the body down. Alright, we're gonna go to measure heads next time we play this to get the body down. I think that's our next call of action. But yeah, thank you for watching today. I'm gonna end it here. We ended up getting a lot done. Overall, I'm still really, really liking the game. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm liking getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, I guess, and we are still failing a few checks here and there, but we're getting there, you know? Slowly but surely. Justy Logo, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We are about to wrap up, but I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I will be ending it here for today. Tomorrow we'll be starting Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I'm looking forward to big time, so stay tuned for that. On Wednesday we'll be continuing Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. And then Thursday and Friday we'll be playing some more Resident Evil 4. So we've got a pretty full-on week of different things this week for games. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Been lurking, thanks for the stream, no worries at all. But yeah, thank you for being here everybody. Thank you Justy Logo, thank you Just Kill. Thank you Moonlit, thank you KY, thank you Ray. Thank you Ali, thank you Jess, thank you anybody else that's popped by and lurked. I do appreciate you. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow for some Resident Evil 4. I will see you then. Bye bye.